Hey, welcome back to the spooky season vlog. This is the first weekend of October, Ocala, Florida, and we're gonna go check out any haunt displays that we could find around town and show them off to you as of the first weekend of spooky season. So let's drive around town and see what we could find. There's still a little bit of light out there, so it's the perfect time to start hunting for the haunts.
Is it going?
I'll put the phone out the window. So here we are, we're coming up onto our house. This is right at twilight, so you can see exactly what it looks like from the car. Hold it back a bit so you can see like the door. It has some pretty nice curb appeal. The neighbors actually have some little spooky ghost as well out front of their house.
Try the AC now. There was one down there you gotta see.
And it's down the next street.
Oh. Want me to stop it?
Yeah, push pause.
Oh, I
Alright,
the
so
pumpkin arch.
here's a pretty cool light show and looks like a ghost projector. So we've got a blow up archway with pumpkins and some cool lights, ghost projector, and the purple light show out front, which is pretty cool. This one's right in our neighborhood, so happy to see that there is some Halloween energy out here. It even looked like there was something inside, or maybe it was just the reflection.
Man in front all the time.
So this house across the street has had blue and red lights on the front of their house for like all year, so I don't think that counts as a display, but I wanted to make sure I showed it off. Oh, they actually just turned on their green light, so it looks actually like it's changing colors. I saw this orange light in the distance. We'll see if it's actually a display. I haven't peeped this house yet. Oh, there's something up there. Just looks like house lighting. Doesn't look like actual display. Alright, we are just outside of our neighborhood and there's a pretty cool display here. You might be able to see the Reaper on the garage door there. And they've got some ghouls and stuff in the front, and then they've got this big like eyeball thing. Oh, there's Toothless the Dragon. Or it's a black cat, but it looks like Toothless the Dragon. Pretty cool, and I think it wraps around. Oh, and they've got old skelly bones in a chair with a cat, I think. Let's check it out. Oh, this is pretty cool.
Good one.
Oh, and they got a spider web.
There's someone in a boat. Who's in the boat?
There's somebody in a boat. Oh, there is
That's
a
a
kayak.
boat.
That's pretty cool. They could definitely use a little bit more lighting, but all in all, I'm happy to see the spirit of Halloween is here. And you can see up at this bend, we have a bunch of inflatables here. Oh, they've got the dragon. They've got the dragon. Pretty sure this is a Lowe's exclusive here. Oh, and they've got some stuff on the mailbox too. They've got a big old goblin and some skeletons out front, and Baby Yoda and Slimer. This one's pretty cool. Right across the street. And then if you look very closely, you could see in that covered porch there's some Dollar Tree hanging skeletons. There's no lighting, but it's there.
Oh,
You kind of saw it just from that car. 12-footer. Oh, they got the big boy. They've got massive decorations. This is awesome. Well, this one's to rival ours, I guess. They've got some good lighting too. They've got a nice little decorative fence. Yeah, the black cat's pretty cool. They got a few skeletons out there. This is kind of like the Walking Dead theme, I think. There's a ghost back there. I'm excited to see what this one comes to life as, because this is the first weekend, so I'll make sure to report back on all these in about a week or two.
Wow.
That was a good one.
This neighborhood is like in it.
Yeah, I like this. This is we're getting closer to the downtown, that's why. Oh, and right here we got some skeletons hanging in a tree. Oh gosh. Got some spooky skeletons in that tree right there.
I don't think you could see it on the camera.
I would have pointed more at it had those people not been outside their house. We got another one. We're getting closer to the historic downtown here, and I saw the lights. It doesn't really look like much, but then if you look up in the window, we've got some screamers. There's a car behind me, so I gotta keep going.
They had quite a bit.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell what was going on because I'm driving, but yeah, it looked like pretty good from driving by perspective. And there's a lot more traffic down here, so it's a little bit harder to kind of stop and looky-loo at the houses. No. All right, so we got another pretty good corner lot here. They've got a bunch of skeletons out on that tree, and then right over here we've got a collective of witches holding hands, and then they've also got the 12-foot skeleton, and they got skeletons on their roof. We got a bunch of stuff going on here.
There's another one.
Yeah,
in the tree.
In the way back you can see they've got some hangers in that tree. There's even one behind the moss there. This is a pretty good one. It doesn't look like they are too expert at lighting, but yeah, pretty cool effort. They might still be in progress with this one though. I'll come back and check it out in a couple weeks or in a week. Pretty cool. All right, so we're making our way into the historic downtown area, and these people don't have a haunted display or anything, but they have a pretty cool little pumpkin display at the corner of their lot. And we were just talking about how if you are the corner lot, you have more obligation to do a display or make your yard look nice, because it's the most viewed lot in the neighborhood a lot of the times.
They just have their Christmas lights
I've got
up.
Christmas lights up, yeah. So this isn't necessarily a haunted display, but they've got a really big live oak, and they've got a color changing light that it kind of reminds me of the Haunted Mansion in a way, once it hits those like blue tones. But yeah, pretty cool display, and just like a really cool house. They've got a lot of aesthetic chandeliers up there. Just a really cool house. So not only is this a really cool little cottage, but up on the stoop they've got a really creepy looking witch. Can't quite tell what it is, but good job, because it's just creepy enough. Alright, so this corner house, we saw some decoration boxes out front the other day, and they came through. They've got the same spooky witch as that other house did. And then they're kind of like on a corner lot, so they don't have much going on there, but they do have a lot going on. It's very hocus pocus, and I'm loving it.
Oh,
and then
witches.
they've got
wiener dogs.
They've got witches with wiener dogs. Those are freaking cool. And then this house also has some stuff out front.
They have a big pumpkin. You're gonna miss the
And
best
then I'm
one.
gonna turn around for this one. All right, we're coming up on the Carnival House, which is one of my favorites. They did a really good job at just making this display pop. So It looks like we've got Jason. Looks like some clowns. Got the strong man. And some trapeze artists. Oh, there's a sword swallower out there now. Want to make sure that it's pretty clear so that people can see it. But yeah, just a pretty simple display, but very effective. Like, really effective if you're going to only use like one color of light. That screams circus to me. One of the best, and some good competition around here. So they went pretty far with their decorations. I mean, there's like a little miniature man and a bearded lady. Pretty cool. I mean, it seems very simple at first, but it's pretty good. And they've got a little corner display on their house here, just flashing. Pretty cool. This whole street here, you can see, has some display action, so pretty festive right on this road. Right here we've got another one that is not quite as lit, but definitely some interesting display action. This place, oh, it places the lotion in the basket. That is pretty good. This guy's got a good sense of humor. We're not quite sure of the demographic out here in Ocala. It's a pretty Bible Belt area, but it's good to see that there's some dark humor being displayed in the downtown. And then over here we got just the witch. And there's a splatter witch on the side of the house. And there's a black cat. They've got some sort of display going on. It's not quite like scary, but it is kind of spooky at the same time.
A lot happening.
Yeah, we're not sure what that is, but it's a display nonetheless. Alright, so this guy's got a lift in front of his house, but also he's got what looks to be the 12-foot Wolfman and
Skeletor.
the 17-foot ghoul, and his house is covered in spiders. I wish this scissor lift wasn't here, but it's not a scissor lift, it's just a regular lift. Boom lift. And I'll have to come back to this one so I could show it off. They might still be doing some lighting in the future. Alright, this guy's got his ghoul out like all year, and then he just added some lights, but there's just a weird like caretaker in the front of his house, and it's literally out there all year round. I think it's awesome. It looks like he's got a gun. Is that like a crossbow?
It's hard to tell what he's holding.
Huh. And we're gonna stop the video back at our house. Again, we're on the corner so you can kind of see what it looks like from the corner perspective. And I'll walk up there to show you what it looks like at night. And this is what this setup looks like at night from the street. I try to make sure, like, whenever I do this lighting, that I am conscious of drivers. So whenever they're coming down the road, I don't want to blind anybody. So that corner light up on the top there, I kind of diffused so it's not as bright. This is what we're working with. We've got all the key lighting or ambient lighting in the hut. I really like how the light has come together out here. I might go get my remote to play around with the primary colors throughout the display. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome. And then I took most of the decorations off of the porch and just brought them up here. That way it looks cleaner and all the decorations are on display. And earlier today I did a video and I was explaining how those coals down there, you can't really see them because of the red spill. If you're up close enough, you can appreciate it. I might change this to a different color so that you could really see what I'm talking about. And yeah, just need to add some signs so that people know that they can come in here, and if anybody wants to take like pictures or selfies or anything, they're welcome to come up here and do it. But yeah, all the colors really came out really nicely. I got probably 20 lights out here right now. They're all LEDs, so it's really cool as far as like temperature goes. There's nothing that's gonna overheat or anything, and hopefully it's not tacking up too much on the power bill. But this is the display. Again, I'm gonna go inside now and play around with the lighting a little bit. I like this floodlight here on the sidewalk, because if anybody comes up here, I might gate off this portion of the sidewalk so you could clearly see the ground and there's no trip hazards or anything. It also lights up the flesh hut nicely, gives it sort of a Texas chainsaw look. I could definitely make the lighting a little bit more dramatic and not so Halloween, but I think the Halloween looks like the purple and green is just classic. So that's the display as of the first weekend in October. We'll see if anything gets added, and we'll check out those other properties and their displays next weekend. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.